Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Let's look at problem 3692, majority frequency characters. The purpose for this video is to practice data structures. So here, the data structure I'm going to use is dictionary, right? Dictionary. So here we are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters. So the frequency group for a value key is a set of characters that appears exactly key times in S. So if you think of key as a frequency, so the frequency group is the set of characters which has frequency key. So the majority frequency group is the frequency group that contains the largest number of distinct characters. So the majority frequency group will need us to count the frequency of each frequency, each character frequencies, right? So here we want to return a string containing all the characters in the majority frequency group in an order. If two or more frequency groups tie for the largest size, pick the group whose frequency key is larger. So here we have three examples which clearly demonstrate the problem requirement. So for the first one, the frequency key corresponding to D and 3 corresponding to character A and B. So here the frequency of this frequency 3 is actually 2 largest. So we need to return AB. This is the first example. In the second example, the 4 characters each appear once, exactly once, right? So we only have one frequency number, that is 1. So its frequency is 4, right? So the group size is 4. So we are going to return A, B, C, D. So the third example is the generic case. So here P and F appear twice each. So this frequency 2 has a frequency 2, that is group size, right? Then the frequency 1 also have a group size 2 because G and I appear once each. So, but this frequency is smaller than 2, right? Therefore, we should return P and F, PF or FP. So that's the problem statement. So you see here in the first row, so we first need to get the frequencies, and then we need to count the frequency of the frequencies, right? So now let's carry out this program. So here you have two choices. So one choice you can use the built-in dict structure in Python, or you can use collections counter, right? Or collections default dict. So there are subclasses of dict, so which brings some convenience. So here I can first write using the second consideration choice, and then I can write a vanilla one using the vanilla dictionary structure. Now let's first using counter, right? So character and frequency. So this will give you collections counter S. So you can print out this to have some feeling, right? In the first example, we have D appears 4 times and AB appears 3 times. So this AB actually is the one we want to return corresponding to here, right? So this is the one. So this gives you the character and the frequencies. So now you want to count the frequency of the frequencies. Let me use frequency, right? So it's collections, counter, character, frequency, values. So you can print this again, right, to get this piece of information. So you see here, 3 appears twice, means that the group size for the 3 is 2, and 2 appears once, right? And 4 appears once, and 1 appears once. So this is corresponding to the first column and the third column. So now you have this part, and then I want to find the maximum group size. So the maximum count of frequency will be max frequency. So we are looking at the values, right? So then it's possible you have tie. for example, if you print out this max count of frequency, so you can run it. So in case 1, so this is largest 2, and in case 2, in example 2, so it's 4. Well, in case 3, so we all have 2, but they have a group size 2, but corresponding to frequency 2 and 1, right? So now what we want to do is to find those frequencies corresponding to the largest one. So what we want to do, frequencies. So I'm going to do frequency for frequency and count of frequency in frequency items, right? So this count of frequency will be corresponding to the group size. So if count of frequency equals the max count of frequency, right? So now you get the group size. So let's print out that frequencies. So for example, for the first one, so you only have one which has the largest group size, right? So this one. In case 2, you have 1, right? Well, in case 3, for groups for frequency 2 and 1, you have same group size, right here. But the frequencies, if they are the same, they are going to in the same majority, in the same largest frequencies. So we can do a sort here. So we are going to use reverse. So this gives you the largest frequency, right? So if you print out this frequencies again, you're going to get the largest frequency. For the first one, the largest frequency corresponding to 3, so you get 3. For the second example, the largest frequency corresponding group size 4 is 1, so you get 1. Well, for the third example, the largest frequency corresponding to largest group size is 2, right? So 2 is the first. So the frequencies must be distinct, right? Because if they were the same, so they are going to count in the same group size. So now let me do the return. So first I want to get a character. So the character for character frequency in character frequency items. If frequency equals frequencies 0, right? So now we just need to join those and return. Yeah, it will give us the required return. So now let me submit that. Yeah, it passes all the cases. So here basically we demonstrate the use of a dictionary. So here what we are using are actually subclasses of dictionary. But for some people who might not familiar with this collections module, so we can use vanilla dictionary. So here let me change this one to be version v1. So here I can do this. So I can just use a dictionary, or you can use this dict, right? Then you do a for loop for character in S. So the character frequency of character, so I can use character frequency, right? Get the frequency of this character. If the character is not inside the dictionary yet, so we're going to set it to be 0, then increment by 1. So 1 is counting the current character. So that's the one part. And then we can do the same thing for frequencies. So we can use dictionary, and then basically for value in frequency in character frequency values. So we count the frequency of those. So basically frequency, this guy, it's going to be frequency get, this frequency of this. Otherwise, it will be 0, then incremented by 1. So you can test that. Yeah, it passes the 3 cases, and then we submit that. Yeah, it passes all the cases. Yeah. So I would say if you are very familiar with those, you can directly use counter or default dictionary. So if you are not, so you can do like this. So similar. So with that said, we finished this problem. So as I mentioned here, the purpose of this video is to practice the use of dictionary data structure. With that said, thank you for